Plastic surgeons everywhere are warning that Ozempic face is hitting Hollywood. I mean, Ozempic reached peak popularity probably last year, and then people started getting horrible side effects. I heard one guy, his skin started burning off, people getting horrible digestive issues. Sharon Osbourne went on Ozempic, lost a ton of weight. She stopped taking Ozempic and now still isn't able to gain any weight. I think it's pretty dangerous, but I think you can only convince people to stop taking it if you tell them it'll make them ugly. So this was their warning. Plastic surgeons warn of a spike in the side effect known as Ozempic face. A plastic surgeon from New Jersey tells Daily Mail, Ozempic face is essentially the same characteristics that we see when patients have rapid or irregular weight loss. We see a loss of volume in the face, and when we lose fat in the face, we see signs like the cheeks being more sunken in, more sagging skin, and a general hollowing out of the features. Sometimes it can have an effect of actually making a person look older, because the fat in our cheeks is what gives us a more youthful look. And they have presented a ton of before and afters of all these celebrities who may or may not be on Ozempic, but Scott Disick literally looks like a corpse now. Jessica Simpson looks like a completely different person.
I do look. There should be props given to whoever it was at the Daily Mail who was in charge of getting these after photos, because they did their best to find like the most unflattering after photos.
This looks like before and aftermath, like literally. Yes. Jessica Simpson's.
Yep.
Yeah, Ozempic, not even once. You know, Sharon Osbourne. John Goodman just looks like he's old.
That's not fair to John Goodman. Dude just looks old to me, and that's fine. Dude's been around forever.
Yeah, we're not gonna hate. Robbie Williams, Jesse Plemons, Liam Payne.
The Jesse Plemons one is sad because Jesse Plemons was good before. Like, just leave the dude alone.
Which one? This guy right here?
Yeah, the top.
ginger?
He was perfectly fine. He had a unique look to him. Now he just looks like he'd be number 2 in like a Hugh Grant movie. He's like, I'm here to make Hugh Grant look more handsome.
Well, doctors are still insisting in this article that the results of using Ozempic for weight loss and the results of natural weight loss are the same. So if you would, I mean, these doctors are insisting that all of these people would have aging faces from losing the weight naturally anyway, therefore it's not Ozempic's fault. But I think everyone instinctively knows the difference between the look of someone who is losing weight to be healthier and the look of someone who is starving.
Yeah.
Because then you look, you know, malnourished, you start to resemble a wax figure. You know,
which doctor said
eyes
this?
Sunken in.
This is what makes me lose faith in the medical field.
Well, that's the thing. They're interviewing all of these usually plastic surgeons or weight loss experts who are the ones who either inject your face with fillers or are prescribing celebrities Ozempic when they don't have diabetes to justify such a thing. So they probably make money from downplaying the risks.
Totally.
There was you know who Jillian Michaels is. She's kind of been famous in like celebrity weight loss circles for ages. She's makes video, like she's always had her foot in that door.
Okay.
And she had a thing where she called out some other doctor who's now pushing Ozempic, who said like, you used to tell people this was bad for you, don't do it. Now you're saying do it. And then she came with the receipts where she found the old stuff of him saying like, no, it's really, if you don't need the medication, it's very, very bad for you. Don't do it. And now he's like, no, it's perfectly safe. Use it. You know, money goes a long way.
Those insurance kickbacks be hitting different when Ozempic becomes popular. And now the people who actually need Ozempic can't get it because it's in a shortage right now.
No way.
Yeah. The people who actually have diabetes and need this drug.
As a country, we've gotten that big and greedy.
The celebrities with the premium doctors are getting it sooner than the people who have diabetes who actually need it.
I don't know if I would trust Jillian Michaels, who was like just a personal trainer who ran in celebrity circles, but I would probably trust her more than just the doctor who's like, go get this drug.
Right. What does she have to gain?
I'll always err on the side of trusting the person who tells me to not buy something that clearly seems to be sloughing people's faces off. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think Ozempic is just birth control, but for food, basically. Like, you really can't accept the consequences of shoveling food into your face. You have to take the shortcut because you can't handle any accountability for your own actions. Like, you have no self-control.
Right.
Ozempic, yeah, Ozempic is like the condom for fat people, basically. Like, maybe everyone would be better off if you just developed the self-discipline to shut your mouth.
A lot harder to sell that one to people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, it got so popular so fast.
Yeah, it's a lot hard, and especially for celebrities or actors specifically. When a big part of it for like the men, it's like putting on muscle for a role, or losing weight for a role, or putting on weight for a role.
Yeah.
You know, any type of shortcut that you can take is something that they're going to be willing to do if they take their craft seriously, without really thinking about what the risk is going to be to their physical health by doing that.
Well, what's the use of being gaunt and a skinny legend if you're going to be ugly and old looking in the process? If you're going to look like a deflated balloon covered in wax. I mean, I stand by the advice that shutting your mouth and shutting your legs is usually the good way to go. Yeah.
It's just keep
your mouth shut and keep your legs shut, and you should be good.
It's just a lot harder to sell people on something that actually requires self-control.
Right. I mean, but these are the same people who are like, body positivity. Mm-hmm. We love when Lizzo twerks on camera and shoves food in her face. Like, I just, if you're shallow and you only care about your looks and you're a superficial person, as most are in Hollywood, I would appreciate some transparency about that.
What was it? Alan Richson did the thing where he basically said, like, I'm on TRT, and was honest about that. Oprah's another one we could talk about, because she literally left Weight Watchers to be able to take Ozempic because she felt that it would be...
well, she didn't admit that she's on Ozempic, or she didn't admit that she's encouraging anyone to take Ozempic, but thank you. She was very clear that she wanted the freedom to talk about different methods of weight loss. So
that is... So the crisis meter was fixed mid-show, so that was it doesn't show one, but we have gotten one.
Okay.
Oh, so they're not going to show up on screen.
It will when we get to the second one. It'll show up as the first one, but I am keeping my eye on it. But it's now working, so any super chat that comes through, it will show up there. So.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, we also recently saw this photo of Ryan Gosling from the premiere of Fall Guy. And this was posted by a Twitter user named Isaac's Army, with the profile picture of Isaac Cappy, the dead actor. And they captioned this, "Ryan Gosling has been replaced, it appears. #WeWantAnswers." And these photos, I wasn't sure if they were real to begin with, but I have seen receipts in the comments. He just looks botched. He looks like his face is full of saline, full of Juvederm, or something went wrong on the surgical table. And very unfortunate if true. But then I saw in the comments this link to a YouTube short where he's doing an interview. He looks perfectly normal and recognizable as usual. So I don't know what's going on with him.
Just really quickly, a little bit about the stunt performers.
Yeah, his face looks perfect. It'd be harder to fake the video than it would the photos, guys.
But people were actually in heated arguments over this in the comments that made me laugh. I just don't understand why it made people so angry. But this account was getting accused of posting altered images, and instead posted a screenshot of the article from which the first photo came, and the comments were extremely heated. One person said, "Just looked it up, fake. This is why I hate Twitter. Why do I come here?" And then someone replied, "Got a link to back that up? Of course you don't. By the way, I don't think X likes you either. Probably should take your own advice and just stay away." And then a third person said, "It's fake and you're a gullible little fool. Always remember that." Then he replies, prove it or shut the fuck up. And then he says, prove what? Source link has 0 images. And then he said, prove I'm wrong. Do it. You said I was. Now prove it. You run your bitch-made mouth that's connected to your super light skull, and all you present is your emotional outburst. Fuck out of here, you loser, or prove it.
How is that not an emotional outburst?
They're
has
both having
society
emotional
come to
outbursts.
this point?
I love the idea that these guys, like, because they're like writing under like screen names. I like the idea that they're in like opposite cubicles at the same business, not realizing that they're fighting with each other.
Not realizing they're
love
best
that.
friends in real life.
Yes.
No, these two people are gonna get married.
Like,
I'm telling you right now.
imagine the ability to get that angry at something.
Over a Ryan Gosling Juvederm photo.
There's nothing that we cover that could make me that angry about anything.
I do think he got fillers though. They're just not extreme.
I think it's a combination of things. Botched fillers, botched makeup. Whoever did his makeup did not do him justice. And maybe he gained a little weight. Who knows? You know, maybe like we should praise him a little for not taking Ozempic, because
Well, he was a skinny legend in the first place, so he
was
didn't
always
need
a
it.
skinny legend.
He was always a skinny legend.
There's no need to get that angry about any actor's face. There just isn't.
No.
Not that I can see. But the amount of energy that people expend arguing with people on the internet has always been crazy to me.
About things that
I
don't matter.
fully believe that Twitter is making people lose their minds.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
like,
is it just
comment
exposing what was already there?
comment sections in
Good
general.
point.
Comment sections in general, and yeah, well, people are a lot more likely to behave badly if they're
They're anonymous.
if they're allowed to maintain anonymity. Not that anonymity is not important. Don't take the Jordan Peterson route and say that they should get rid of anonymous accounts on the internet. You should be allowed to be anonymous. It's your job as a rational individual to look at the people you're arguing with on the internet and learn who to value the opinion of more. You could probably value the opinion of somebody who's actually put their name and face there more than the person with like an anime avatar.
I disagree. I follow plenty of anons, and I trust them more than any lib Democrat who has their full name and face.
But are you arguing with them? I'm saying if you're getting into a fight with someone on the internet, I'm gonna actually take seriously the person who's out there themselves than just some random person with a random account name.
Right.
It's about where to expend your energy.
Yeah.
And that just doesn't seem worth it to me. But I don't really get involved in comment sections to begin with. So.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.